Hello. Thank you so much for coming over and spending some time. I did it. I finally did it at the suggestion of a wonderful person who viewed one of my tarot tours, suggested that I should modify this deck because I was saying that here's Jack. Sorry, distracted. But I was saying in the video that I just didn't like how the borders on the cards distracted me so much. So they suggested modifying, and I was like, why on earth didn't I think of this? Why did this never cross my mind? I've watched modifying videos. I love when people get creative with their stuff, and I just literally never clued in. This deck is in rough shape to begin with. I've had this for a long time. I probably bought it when I was like 17 or 18 years old. So it's been through it a lot with me. It is by Monica Knighton, and it includes, of course, the deck booklet and an organdy bag, but I've lost that. That's been lost to the sands of time. It came with a little white book. Just your usual, not too bad. I felt like there was a decent amount of information in here. I've used this book, I've read it. It could use more, of course, but for a little white book, it's not terrible. Not too terrible, I guess. In the box, it's also kind of a time capsule. Llewellyn's, here we go, Caring for Your Card Guidelines. And I think these are old notes that I made a long time ago. A Fool spread. This was from my tarot lessons. She would make me study a card for a month, and she'd also tell me to make spreads for it or to find creative ways to read the cards. So this was one of my projects on the Fool. I assume this is probably another one. Oh, there's my spread again. Just photocopied for whatever reason. And this would be my information that I'd have to write about the Fool. So what I learned, and then I would give this to her and we would talk about it. When it appears, what to ask yourself. And that's pretty much how she taught me. It was amazing. It's how I would teach other people down the road if I ever decide to teach people. That's kind of the road I would go. It was awesome. But anyway, enough trips down memory lane. This isn't about that. This is about what I did to these cards. So if you don't remember what they looked like before, here's a little clip showing you the cards before I altered them. And as you could see there was quite a lot of border, and it just, having the name on the major arcana and then having it written below, it was too much. It was way too much. So I chopped it off. This is the back of the cards after I trimmed them. Not too bad. I didn't lose too much of the skull, and I really didn't lose barely anything of the rose. So that was perfect. They're uneven because the bottom part had a border that was thicker than the rest, but I'm okay with that. I also cut the corners off each of the cards so they wouldn't be sharp and pointy. So here it is with the mod, and then I took a bronze Sharpie and I colored all of the edges. So you can see where I've missed a couple. But I'm telling you, 78 times 4 is a freaking lot. This took me about 2 hours to do, but it was time well spent. I'm really happy with the deck now. And I feel like I can connect with it like an old friend because it is one of the first decks that I ever bought. And I like most of the images. So I'm hoping that now that I kind of feel better about it, I'll use it more. And it fits pretty good in your hand for shuffling, pretty much the size of a regular playing deck. No more distracting borders. Thank you. Thank you, wonderful person, for your amazing suggestion. I love this Empress card. I do love this image of the Empress. Totally feel this. This was me today. I felt like it was the longest day of work ever. I didn't like the Hierophant like this when I was younger, when I first got this, but I actually love this image of the Hierophant because if we're looking at traditional clergy kind of idea, I get it. I totally get it. I like this unique lovers. I don't know, I'm just getting a totally new vibe. I feel like I'm falling in love with my tarot cards all over again. If you have any decks that you aren't connecting with, maybe if we're giving them away, not that there's anything wrong giving them away, but maybe see if you can put your own spin on it and you might change how you feel. I'm really excited about this. Like, I will use the Major Arcana for sure. Love that strain. It's fun. It's a fun kind of silly deck. Of course, what would death be in a death deck? Of course, it would be pregnancy or birth. Love it. I like how it's got a lot. It's obviously a Rider-Waite inspired deck, but it also kind of has its own feel to it. And it's unique too, like not all of the cards are the same. And I like the desert feel. I like the Day of the Dead kind of vibe of it. I mean, that's not even the vibe of it. It has right on it, Tarot de los Muertos. I'm saying that wrong, I know, but. I love that World card too. Then for your Pentacles, it's Reels. I know they were designed like this, kind of simple, it says in the book, because the creator, Monica, wanted people to play with the cards and the idea of playing card games with it. So to get closer to death, play with death, poke fun at death. Not so much poke fun of it, I shouldn't say that, but to just bring some joy to death and some fun to it. And I really thought that was an amazing idea. But, I don't know. I'm spoiled by the Rider-Waite, I think, where I like that when the Major or the Minor Arcana has its own kind of, it's got pictures and tells its story, where I find it's hard to really get the story. If you're experienced in reading tarot, it wouldn't be too bad, but I mean, I don't know. I knew when I first bought this, I was like, what? I love these though. The court cards are awesome. I love the coffins. I do love that. I mean, come on. That should surprise no one. But again, I do enjoy that they all kind of have their like weird, like their own little background, and they're definitely unique. Just kind of boring. But then you get into these, like these are cute. Like that one's cute. That's so cute. And I like these. I like how the water is incorporated and like she's underwater, the bubbles, and there's waves crashing, and you know, yeah, I do like that. Okay, I know. Swords kill people. Swords are dangerous weapons and they're in tarot all over the place. However, with the society that we live in today, the image of guns just makes me really uneasy and really uncomfortable. This is the main reason why I didn't use the deck. It's also the reason that still I wouldn't use the Minor Arcana, to be honest, because I just don't like seeing these. They're a little out of order too. Sorry, I thought I had them all in order. Again, super cool background. Love the moon. Like, I think it's cool, but I don't like gun imagery. That's all. And that's personal, right? And pens for wands, which I think is cool because creativity, it really pushes that creativity. And this is all the same pretty much. Little leaves here, but I love this. I think this is my favorite page. I love, love, love it. I might even use these as like art, like maybe get them framed or put them in a collage or just do something. I don't know, because I do love some of the art. I mean, it is awesome. I don't know why that's not focusing very good. I hope you can see those beautiful flowers, like the detail, the colors. And back to those beautiful sunflowers. I love it. I love that. I'm so happy I did this. I know I'm going to get more use out of them for sure. I know that I just feel like reconnected and rejuvenated. And now that I've shown you them, I can kind of shuffle. As you can see, they're all totally messed right up. But not too bad to shuffle. Not bad. So that's it. That's the Tarot of the Dead. That's my mod. I hope so much that you liked it. And if you aren't too sure about your own deck, I think you should give it a try. Thank you for watching and have an amazing evening.